and I catch your feelings, baby.
Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. I'm Kamari, as you know. Before we start into the video, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. And also like, comment, subscribe to my couple channel, which will be in the link down below. Please. Said it nicely, so do it. So today is November 21st, and you're probably like, who cares? I care. Because a year ago today, I found out I was pregnant. That's the sound effects for the build-up of me finding out I was pregnant. Anyways, so let's just get into the video. Why did I say I want to say something else? Nope, we're just gonna get into the video. So my period was, let's start with the period, because yeah, I'm a track runner, right? My periods are not regular. I was on birth control. Stop the period. But did I take birth control every day frequently like I should have? I did in the beginning, and then I lost the packet and I just stopped taking it. So my periods were never regular. Like some people are like, oh, my period starts the 1st of every month. No, my period can start the 1st, the 2nd, the 12th, the 31st. It don't matter. It's gonna start whenever it feels like it. So did I really like pay attention to my period? No, not really. I really didn't. So the month of October 21st, my period started. It lasted till like the 25th. Because my periods last between 3 to 4 days. Then it stops. Yeah. I was about to get all into detail, but who cares about the flow? Don't be weird. So I was like, okay. Periods happen. Cool. The month of November comes. The week of November 21st, I'm cramping. And I'm like, oh my God, period's starting. And I'm like, oh, that's crazy. It's about to be a month apart. Because my period never done that before. So I'm like, dang, that's crazy, about to be a month apart. So I'm cramping. And I'm telling Tyler, I'm like, dang, Tyler, I'm cramping. He's like, your period finna start? I was like, yeah, and it hurts really bad. Like, this is intense cramping right here, but I got terrible period cramps. My period cramps are awful. The day before my period starts, I get the cramps. So I know to get everything ready because my period's finna start. So I go to sleep, wake up, mad. Attitude. Why, Kamari? Because my period's gonna start. And my period about to start, I get attitude. So I wake up, boom, attitude. And I'm like, okay, finna start bleeding. No blood. I'm like, okay, cool. So what was the cramping for? So now I'm really mad, because why am I cramping? No period. So then the next day goes by, cramping. Y'all, I'm cramping every day. I'm cramping every day for a week. And I'm like, I'm smart. Me being smart, I'm like, dang, my period must be on a delay or something, behind schedule. Because why am I cramping? No period. Mind you, I've never cramped and not have my period the next day. That doesn't happen. If I'm cramping, my period's coming. So I'm like, okay, why are you cramping? No blood. At this point, I've never wanted a period. But at this point, I'm like, come on. Did I think I was pregnant? No. Now I'm telling Tyler, oh my gosh, I'm cramping so bad, but I'm not bleeding. Question mark. He's like, go get a test. No. I could tell Tyler I'm hungry. He's like, oh my gosh, are you pregnant? Go get a test. No. So, but this time was different. Because I was like, lay down, finna go to bed. And he's like, are you sure your period's about to start? I'm like, yeah. So I downloaded the Flow app again, because I deleted it because I didn't need it because I was taking birth control and my periods weren't coming. So I downloaded the Flow app. I logged in my last period. Why Big Flo telling me I'm 2 days late? I'm like, Flo, do you know what you're talking about, Flo? Because my periods aren't regular. I'm talking to Flo and everything. Like, Flo, do you know what you're talking about, Flo? Like, are you even a legit app? Because 2 days late, what does that mean? What does that mean? What's going on? November 21st come. I'm in bed chilling. This is at nighttime. I'm in my dorm room chilling. And let me tell you how bad Coastal Parking is. Coastal Parking is awful. And I had a park next to the trash can. If you went to Coastal or you go to Coastal and you were a freshman, you stayed in Palmetto, you know that Trash Can Park is a exquisite park. I parked by the trash can. I was like, oh, I'm not leaving. I don't leave unless I have to. So I'm like, should I go get a pregnancy test? I don't think so, because that's a waste of money. We're not wasting money over here. And mind you, the next day, I had to go to MEPS, which is the military stuff. The next day, I had to go. So I'm like, what's the point of me going to buy a test if they're about to give me a pregnancy test there? Now, mind you, the day I took the pregnancy test, which was the 21st, so that had to be a Sunday or something. That had to be, no, it was Saturday. No, it was Friday. November 21st was a Friday, I think, but don't quote me. The day that I took the pregnancy test, I went to my recruiter guy, and he's like, would you fail a pregnancy test or drug test that same day? I was like, no, I'm going to pass it. I'm not going to fail a drug test or a pregnancy test. I got this. I had the job lined up. I did so good on my ASVAB. Like, I had everything lined up. So I go home later. Well, not home. I'm in my dorm room later. And I'm like, all right, what's going on? What's the problem? So I was like, God, this is what I said. I'm about to pray for y'all. I was like, God, if I'm pregnant, give me a sign. And so I'm not like, I think I'm kind of slow sometimes, because if I ask God to give me a sign and like a bird hits me in the head, I'm not going to think of that as a sign. I'm going to be bad. Like, I'm not even going to think about I ask God for a sign. So I was like, God, if I'm pregnant, I still think this is so cool. Okay. Oh my God, if I'm pregnant, let Tyler text me, you pregnant. Like that. And I said it in like an improper way so that it's harder for Tyler to be like, to say it, you know? You pregnant. No punctuation, no nothing, just you pregnant. So I'm texting Tyler. After I pray, I'm texting him. Why does Tyler say, I said, dang, my stomach hurts still. Tyler said, you pregnant? I said, what you doing? 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 And I was like, oh my gosh. So I had a pregnancy test in my drawer already, because my friend needed a pregnancy test and I had it. So I had that one extra pregnancy test, y'all. Let's talk about the emotions I felt. Let me sit right. Y'all, I went in the bathroom, peed. And you know, sometimes like when you take a pregnancy test, you like to flip it over, have the, you know, the buildup of flipping it the other way. Before I even put the test down, 2 lines. Let me say it again. Before I even put the test down, 2 lines. That first line came up so dark, bright, and full. I was like, excuse me, this test is old and broken. That's what I said. Drove all the way to food line, bought 2 boxes of tests. Yeah, I took 5 tests in total. Got 2 boxes of tests, and I got the clear one that says pregnant so I could read it. Because you're not about to malfunction me. No. I come back, pee in a cup. I dip all pregnancy tests in the thing. Have them, boom. Positive. I was like, are you joking? No. I took a video of my reaction after I found out I was pregnant. And you might be thinking, okay, Martin, in this video, you're happy. I was so, I was stuck in shock because it was like, oh, I'm pregnant. But it wasn't like, oh, I'm pregnant. It was like, oh, I just passed my driver's test. But not, oh, I passed my driver's. It was like a, oh my gosh, I'm having a baby. But like, it didn't hit me. So this is the first test that I took. And when I saw that big pink one, I started crying my eyes out. Went to Food Lion, bought these 2, pregnant. Clearly says pregnant. I'm pregnant. And I'm excited. Kyrina Shea is coming. I'm excited, but then again, I'm not excited. Tomorrow, I go to MEPS to go to National Guard. How am I going to go to National Guard with a baby? How am I going to National Guard with a baby?
Those not the type that's gonna pay. No, they're gonna play
And
to
that's,
keep you against your will.
I'm not ready for that.
After last night's gathering, well, in your condition, I would not leave alone. Okay, well.
A baby? Like, I'm about to have a baby. November, December, January, February, March, April, May, June, July.
Get the fuck out of here.
I'm taking them, look at them. I'm like, oh God. Oh God, oh God, oh God. I'm shaking. I'm shaking and I'm crying. Let me tell you where I get mad. I call my boyfriend and FaceTime. This FaceTime. Tell her, look. That's what I said. Also, it's Tyler, look. Flip the camera, boom, pregnancy test positive. He said, and I quote, oh, that's fake. You're not pregnant. Hangs up. He hung up. I was like, are you serious? Are you, like, I was boo-hoo crying. Tyler said I was crying like somebody's trying to kill me. I was boo-hoo crying. Boo-hoo crying. I was like, oh my God. I can't be pregnant. I can't be pregnant. Now, mind you, the video that I was just talking about, this was after all my emotions. But I was still in shock. And I was like, oh my gosh, I can't be pregnant. Crying, 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 crying. And I was like, what am I going to do with a baby? What am I going to do with a baby? So I'm just sitting on the ground. I'm sitting on the floor. I'm sitting on the floor, just crying. Just crying, crying. Because why am I pregnant? That's all I kept saying. Like, girl, why are you pregnant? Why are you pregnant? So now I'm Googling, can you pass MEPS pregnant? And I know the answer. I know I can't. So I'm texting Tyler mad. I'm texting Tyler mad because why would you just hang up on me? This is serious. I'm pregnant. He's like, you're not pregnant. I was like, Tyler, I took 4 extra tests. I'm pregnant. I know I'm pregnant. I took a picture of the test I showed Tyler and I screenshot. He said, all those positive? I was like, yes, Tyler, all those are positive. Can you read? Can you read? They're all positive. And he's like, what kind of tests are those? What you mean, my guy? What you mean? What do you mean, what kind of tests are those? What do you mean? What do you mean, what kind of tests are those, Tyler? What do you mean? I'm not understanding. They're pregnancy tests. And I'm like, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? It's like, I think he was in shock too. But I was more in shock because I'm the one that's pregnant. You know? Like, he's having a baby too, but I'm pregnant. And I was just like, Tyler, what am I going to do? I'm going to fail. I'm going to fail. I'm going to fail MEPS. And I really want to go. Like, I had this specific job picked out for me. Like, the lady squeezed me in for the job. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. So, the next day I woke up to go to MEPS. Yes, I still went. Let me tell you, MEPS is no joke. All day, no phone, just sitting there. Like, hush mouth. I was hush mouth the whole time. Because I didn't know nobody. I wasn't talking to nobody. Like, I had nobody to talk to until I got my phone. And you're there all day. I was like, oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. And I was like, Tyler, I'm going to fail. I'm going to fail. I'm going to fail. And he was like, don't go. Don't go. No, I'm going to go. Because what if I don't fail? Like, what if it's, in my head, it's still fake. Tyler said, no, go. And if it says you're pregnant there, you are really pregnant. Because that's like official stuff. That's what he said. If you ask him, he said he didn't say that, but he did say that. So I still went. You go to MEPS for 2 days. The first day is like keyboard stuff. The second day is like the physical tests and all that stuff. If you know me, you know I get sick if you blow on me. Immune system, garbage. So I was like, oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Am I going to pass for real? Am I going to pass for real? Am I going to pass for real? And like, I was told I was epileptic, so I didn't know if I could really pass. But I still went. Oh my God, this is so emotional. And I go to MEPS. When it came to peeing, because you pee with the stall open and the lady is just staring at you. Can you give me some space? I can't pee under pressure. I'm shaking. I'm shaking, 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 shaking. And she's like, sweetie, if you can't pee, then you automatically fail. In my head, I'm like, I bet not fail. So I'm drinking water, drinking water. I finished every other test except for the physical test. I didn't go do that one yet. But I come back, I pee, finally pee. The man does it. He does the pregnancy test in front of you. And he looks at the test. He's like, oh my gosh, oh my gosh. The lady who's watching me pee walks behind the counter and she's like, oh, she's good, she's good. This is good, this is good. She's okay, she's good. I'm thinking, oh my God, I'm not pregnant. I'm not pregnant. This is such a scam. What a scam. So then they hand me this folder thing. And they're like, here, go sit right here. And I'm like, why? I still gotta go take that physical test. And then she's like, you gotta go talk to the, I forgot what she said, but she said you gotta go talk to the man. And I'm like, okay. I go in there. I didn't even look at the paper. I go in there and talk to the man. He's like, what's the problem? I said, I don't know. She told me to come sit here and talk to you. He was like, you didn't take the physical test yet. I was like, I know. She just told me to come over here. And he looked at it. He was like, no, you're good. Go take it. I'm like, oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, I'm not pregnant. I'm not pregnant. And then the lady comes back. She's like, what did he say? And I'm like, he told me to go take the physical one. She's like, you can't take the physical one. And I was like, why can't I? Why? Say it. Say it with your chest. Why can't I go? Why can't I go? And she's like, you know what this means? Mind y'all, I did not look at the paper. So if I would have looked at the paper, I would have clearly saw it said pregnant on it. Positive. I would have clearly saw that. So I go, she's like, you know what that means? Like, no. She's like, this how she said, that means you're pregnant. I start boohoo crying because this was supposed to be a scam, y'all. Why am I pregnant for real? Why am I pregnant for real? Why am I pregnant for real? So I go sit down again. Now the lady that I was talking to, once I sat down, she was so cool. And she was like, girl, what you doing? And I was like, girl, I'm pregnant. She said, oh my gosh, no you're not. Let me see. So I showed her the paper. She's like, girl, what you gonna do? I'm like, I don't know. I'm whispering, but I'm crying. I'm boohoo crying. So then the lady, I go back and I go talk to a lady. I talked to a man the first time, but I go back and talk to a lady. And she's like, you know, you can come back 6 months if I decided to have an abortion. I could come back 6 months after my abortion. Oh my gosh, why I whispered it the first time and then just said whatever. Or I could come back 6 months after I have my baby. And I was just crying because I was like, girl, what am I gonna do with a baby? What am I gonna do with a baby? Like, what am I gonna do with a baby? I'm not thinking my life is gonna stop or anything because I never did anything. I was a homebody anyway. I stayed home. I didn't go out. I didn't do nothing for real. But I was like, what am I gonna do with a baby? So you can't finish. I'm sorry, I'm listening for my son. You can't finish the test. So I had to go back to the National Guard recruiter man. And I'm crying. He's like, what's wrong? You passed. The first, he was like, oh, this is so good. This is so exciting. Because he thought I passed everything. And I was like, I failed. He was like, why? I was like, because I'm pregnant. And he was like, oh my God, this is so exciting. This is so good. When I tell you I wanted to punch him in his face, because I was just so overwhelmed with emotion. When I tell you I wanted to punch him in his face, and he was like, oh, is this not good? I was like, I don't know. Can I call my mom? That's what I said, because I didn't want to talk to him first. I just wanted to talk to my mom. So I called my mom, crying. Mind you, I already knew I was pregnant, but it wasn't for real, like punch you in the face, boom, you're pregnant. I didn't believe it. So I called my mom crying. I was going to call my dad, but he don't answer if you don't know the number. So I called my mom because my mom answers everybody. I called my mom, and I'm crying. She's like, what happened? I said, Mom, I failed. She said, why? I think my mom thought I was going to fail because I get sick all the time. And I was like, Mom, if I tell you, are you going to be upset? She was like, no. I said that about 5 times. She said, I hope you're not trying to tell me you're pregnant. I said, She said, okay, it's okay. It's okay. I'm just crying. And she's like, it's okay. I support you in whatever you do. Everything was just moving so fast, but slow at the same time. Like, everybody's talking to me, and the one lady was talking to me. She was real cool too. She was like, you should keep the baby because it's about to be a great experience for you. And then whenever you decide to come back, you come back. Because she had 2 kids, I think. I think she had 2 kids. She had 2 kids herself, and she was just now coming back into the thing. So I was like, okay. But I didn't really want to talk because I was so emotional. So then they sent, like, my recruiter man, I'm going to call him K. They sent K this code. And when he came to pick me up, he was like, I didn't know what that code was. I've never seen a code like that before. And then I Googled it, and it said pregnant, and my mouth just dropped. And me and him literally talked the whole way back to Coastal. It was like a 2-hour drive. And I just felt so bad. I didn't know what to do. My dad finally called me. He was like, you told your mom before me? And I was like, you wouldn't have answered if I would have called you. He's like, you're right. That was so crazy. Oh my God. But I'm going to insert the clip. And I'm going to insert all my pregnancy photos because why not? Because I didn't really start showing until like 5-6 months, I think. Yeah, that's in this video. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to my couples channel. Yeah, bye.